All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to come all the way down onto our back, legs stretched out long, and we're going to bring that right knee up. I'll do this. Right knee up and into the chest. Just holding on to either the back of the thigh or the top of that leg. Breathing here, possibly closing your eyes, and just beginning to check in with that mind, body, and heart. Seeing what we're bringing with us on this mat tonight. What thoughts are going through our heads? What physical sensations are we feeling in this body? What emotions are rising up? And not placing any judgments on them, just beginning to observe, beginning to do that check-in. So often we just go through the motions throughout our days and we're not actually seeing how we feel. Becoming more observant of our surroundings, feeling that mat into our back. And beginning to observe that breath. Allowing the chest and belly to rise as you inhale. Allowing it to fall back into the spine, deeper into the mat as you exhale. And seeing if you can lengthen and deepen that breath. Inhale, raise the leg up straight. Point the toes, flex the foot, add a circle in each direction, holding on to the back of that leg. Just feeling into this leg a little differently than before. And seeing if you can inhale a little bit longer. And then seeing if you can exhale even longer than that breath in. Then bending that knee, bringing that foot down and taking that right knee out to the right, allowing it to fall, allowing that right foot to come close to the inside of the left leg. Hands can come alongside, palms facing up or down. They can come one hand on belly, one hand on chest, or even overhead. And just breathing here into our fallen tree pose. Continuing to check in. Thinking of an intention for your practice this hour. Maybe it's something you're looking to find. Maybe it's something you're looking to release, knowing that no matter what it is, whatever is needed will come to you. And taking a deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more time, holding that intention in mind, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it away. Bending that knee up, extending it out long, shaking it out. And then inhale, bend the left knee, bring it into the chest. Knowing again, you can either hold on to the back of that thigh or the top of that leg. And just beginning to open up into our hips here. Taking a few breaths, continuing to check in, continuing to see maybe where your patience level is. Giving you this time and yoga to get back to patience. Knowing that as we just sit here holding this pose, you can let it be. Not worrying or thinking about the next pose. And focusing on that breath. Continuing to lengthen those inhales and exhales. And then releasing that grip, inhaling that leg, left leg up to the sky. Point the toe, flex the foot, add a circle in each direction, holding onto the back of that thigh. Breathing here, maybe just seeing where you're feeling this. Observing, is it in your quadriceps? Is it in your hamstrings, the back of that thigh? Is it in your hips? And not placing any judgment, just acknowledging it. And then bending that knee, bringing that foot down, taking that foot to the inside of the right leg this time and allowing that knee to fall out to the left. Breathing here into that quadricep, the top of that thigh. And just having a couple breaths here. Then bringing that knee back up, extending that leg long, shaking it out. We're going to move into some single leg stretches, single leg raises. So first, we'll begin, but you can keep either your right leg down with the knee down or extend it out long. We're going to do one side at a time. So, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, that right leg. Exhale that right leg down, 3, 4. Inhale right up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Right leg up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. Right leg up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. This time we're going to move on to the left leg. So that right can either be, or we're going to move on to the other leg. Raising that leg up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. Inhale up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. Inhale up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. One more time, up, 3, 4. Exhale down, 3, 4. Now we can either continue on with those single leg raises or do double leg raises. In doing these, we want to make sure that that low back stays grounded so it's not coming up like this. We want to make sure that everything stays flat. If doing double leg raises, begin. If you're not doing double leg raises, just alternate right and left. And begin inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Bring those knees and hug them into your chest. Add a little rock on that back. And when ready, rock yourself up to a seated position. From here, we're going to come into a tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to work into some balance here. Extending the right leg out, keeping those toes on the ground. Push into that back heel just to breathe into that calf muscle. A little stretch here. Then we're going to inhale that leg up, trying to keep the hips squared, so you don't want to raise it up too high. Extend that left arm out in front of you, and just balance here for a breath. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, bring elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take the right knee out, take the left arm out to a cactus arm. Inhale, bring it down and extend. Exhale, knee to toe, or knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift up to the side. Bring it down and extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, take it out. Put the wrist down. Put the knee down. And we're going to move on to the next side. Inhale, take that left leg back. Pushing into the ball of the feet. Pushing into that back heel. Getting that calf stretch here. Then lifting that leg. Again, keeping those hips square. So don't raise it up too high. Extend that right arm out. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, taking it out to the side. Lifting that left knee out and taking that left arm out or right arm out to a cactus arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale out to the side. Bringing both knee and wrist down. Taking hips off the heels in child's pose. Breathing here. Slowing down that breath. Then beginning to push into those hands and hips and coming back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, raise the hips, down, up. Walk it out, lifting one heel at a time. Shaking the head up down, nodding the head down. Seeing if you can come back just a little bit farther with some shoulders. And then raise that right leg. Point the toe. Flex the foot, add a circle in each direction. And then you're going to stack hip over hip, taking that right leg over and seeing if you can look underneath your left shoulder to see that right leg. Breathing here. And then inhale that right foot back up. Exhale, step it between your hands. Lower the left knee. Inhale, right arm up. Breathing in, getting a small twist right here. A twist and a lunge. Then exhale, bring that hand down. Tuck those back toes. Raise that knee. And then slowly come up with both arms. Might wobble. Engage that back side. Make sure that that front knee is over the ankle and not in front of or behind. From here, exhale the right arm back. Another twist. Inhale, windmill the arms down. Step that right foot back to an upper push-up. Bringing knees down. Exhale, that glide heart and head forward. Coming up to cobra, bringing our heart and head forward. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips down, up. From here, we're going to inhale that left leg up. Point the toes, flex the foot, add a circle in each direction. And then step hip over hip on this side. Looking underneath the arms, see if we can see that foot. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, plant it between the hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, plant the left foot or left hand. Tuck those back right toes. Lift that knee. Inhale, bring both arms up. Engage through that back thigh. Check to make sure that that front knee is over the ankle. And then inhale, left arm back. For a crescent twist here. Windmill those arms down. Step that left foot back. And this time either coming to your knees to do that glide through, or coming halfway down into our chaturanga, and then sweeping through heart and head into cobra. Tuck the toes, raise the hips, down dog. From here, either walk, jump, or step forward to a forward fold. Inhaling up halfway, keeping hands grounded on the shins or on the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Hands to prayer pose into the side. From here, we're going to inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway, grounding where you can. Exhale, flip the hands. Step it back to an upper push-up. Inhale here. Exhale, come to either half push-up or to your knees. Glide through. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips. Down dog. From here, raise that right leg. Bend it and stack over into a three-legged dog again. Inhale the leg back. Exhale, plant that right foot in between the hands, keeping the left knee raised this time. We're just going to inhale, arms up into our crescent lunge. Breathing here. And then we're going to pivot and plant that right foot. And exhale, arms out to the knee. Looking over that front hand, checking to make sure that that knee is over the ankle. When you look down, seeing if you can only see your big toe in front of you. And then inhaling, taking that right arm overhead. Left arm can come behind or stay straight. From here, inhaling, arms back out to a T. Taking that right forearm to the right leg. Inhaling, left arm overhead. Knowing you can stay here, but if you would like to add on some extra core, raise that right arm up so it is framing your ears. Breathe. Bring that right arm down. Bring both hands down to frame the foot. Lift the heel. Step it back to an upper push-up. Coming down to either half push-up your chaturanga or those knees. Taking hips to heels and gliding through. Lifting heart and head forward. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips. Down dog. Raising that left leg. Stacking it hip over hip. Looking underneath the arm. Seeing if you can flip it. Inhale the leg back. Exhale, plant between your hands. Keeping that back knee lifted. Inhale, arms up overhead. Engage through that back side. Check that knee. Make sure that left knee is over the left ankle. Then pivot and plant. That back foot, arms out to a T. Looking out in front of that front hand. Continuing to make sure that that knee is over the ankle in front. Then inhale and exhale that left arm overhead. Seeing if you need that right arm straight back or if you can wrap it behind you. Inhale, come back to it. Exhale, left arm on the leg, right arm over the head. Knowing you can stay right here, or if you'd like that extra core work, lift that left arm. Breathe. Coming back to a T and windmill, hands down. Stepping it back to an upper push-up. Coming down either halfway or doing that glide through. Taking heart and head forward into cobra. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Breathing here. And then when ready, walk up or step it forward to a forward fold. Hands coming up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart and down. Breathe here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway, landing those hands. Exhale, plant them down. Step it back to an upper push-up. Coming down 2 knees or just halfway. Glide heart and head forward. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips. Down dog. From here, lift that right leg back. Stack hip over hip. Looking for that foot. Then inhale, leg back. Exhale, plant that right foot in between the hands. Soften that back knee, but don't land it. Slowly rise up, then engage through that back side. Back into our crescent lunge. Breathing here, checking that front knee to make sure it's over the ankle. From here, we're going to inhale that right arm back. Getting in another twist. Massaging those internal organs. Exhale, arm back up overhead for crescent. Hip and plant, step back foot. Arms extend up to a T. Inhale, that right arm overhead. Exhale, whatever you need to do with that back upper. Have it go long. Have it come back. See if you can lunge a little bit forward, not going too far over that ankle. Inhale, back up to a T. Straighten that front leg. You might need to step that back foot up a little bit more. Extend the front arm out as far as it can go, and then allow it to fall down. Stacking shoulder over shoulder in this triangle pose. Make sure not to totally lock that front knee, though. But try to keep that front leg straight. Breathing here into those hamstrings. Bend that front knee. Plant the hands. Kick that back left leg up into a standing split. Knowing the closer your head gets to your right knee, the closer that the higher up that your left leg will go. And then exhale, curtsy that left leg behind the right. Inhale it up. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale it up. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale that leg up. This time, step that left leg forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. All the way. Exhale, hands to for opposite chest and down. We're going to look into balance here before we complete that flow. And we're going to do our tweaks. So first thing is find a place on your mat or off, depending on what works best for you or you have. We are going to find an unmoving object, moving focus like our feet. And so to do that, find anywhere on your wall. We're going to come to right toe. So soft bend in that right knee. And I'll mirror you on this one. Soft bend in that right knee. Pick up all the toes and then slowly drop the wrists down. Coming to the left toe. Hands to hips. Bringing that left foot either to just above the ankle or above the knee, so long as it's not at the ankle joint or the knee joint. Hands can stay at hips. They can come to prayer pose. They can even come up and put the growing brain. Breathing here. You may move, you may waver. Just checking in with our balance today, and it changes every day. It changes every hour. Couple more breaths here. The hands are raised, bringing them back down. Taking that left leg out, shaking it out. turning to face the front edge of our mat again if you're not already there. Inhale, raise arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to an upper push-up. Either coming down to knees or doing that half push-up chaturanga. Bringing heart and head forward. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips down. Raising that left leg this time. Stacking hip over hip. See if you can lift under. Look at that foot. Inhale, that left leg up. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands, keeping that right knee bent, but not on the ground. Slowly start to rise up, taking those arms up overhead. Engage that back right side. Checking to make sure that front left knee is over that ankle. Breathing here. Exhale, that left arm back, getting that twist in on this side. Making sure you're still lunging. Making sure you're still engaging in that back right side. Then inhale, arms come back overhead. Exhale, plant, put it on that back foot, plant the heel, and take arms out to a T, looking over that front left hand. Inhale, turn your palms up. Exhale, taking left arm overhead. Can you lunge a little bit forward more? Inhale, arms back up to a T. Straighten that front leg. Maybe walk that back foot in a little bit. Stretch out as far as you can. I've got a wall here. So stretch out as far as you can with that front left arm. And then allow it to come down, stacking shoulder over shoulder for that triangle. Breathing into the hamstrings here. Bending that front left knee. Looking down, planting hands, picking up that back heel. Making sure that your hands are framing your foot. Take that right leg up. Coming into our standing split. Seeing if you can get that head any closer towards the knee. Raising that back leg up any farther. Then inhale. Exhale, bring that back right leg behind the left of the curtsy. Inhale it up. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale up. Exhale, curtsy. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, curtsy. This time, inhale that right leg up. Exhale, step it forward next to the left. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart and down. And balancing out our free pose on this. So, while I'm mirroring you, coming to those left toes this time. Soft bend in that left leg, that left knee. Picking up all the left toes and then planting them one at a time on the ground. Finding that unmoving focal point. And then bending that right leg. Seeing if you can bring the bottom of that right foot to the inside, just above the ankle. Maybe it's even on the floor. Knowing this is still a balance. Seeing where you can place that foot. Hands can come to prayer pose, stay at the hip, or come up. Breathing here. Knowing each side is different. We may have more stability on one side versus the other. We don't need to place judgment on that. Just observe it. Then we are bringing hands to hips, shaking that left leg out, turning back. So face to top the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to down dog. And maybe just walk out that dog. When ready, coming back to stillness in our down dog. Raising that right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee to the inside of that right wrist. So you want to make sure that that right foot is facing out to the left. I'm going to mirror you on this one too. So that right foot is aiming out to the left. Plant that back leg behind you, setting up for our pigeon. You can always take a blanket or a pillow and put that underneath your hips if it's too far up from the mat. And then inhale, exhale, walk it forward. Allowing yourself this release into the hips. Knowing the hard work with the flows are done. We get to some easier flows or some slower flows at this point. They're not always easy. And just breathing here. Knowing you're never stuck in any yoga pose. So if you feel this is too much, you can bring that left leg up and allow that right foot to touch that left thigh and come into gear. You're still working your hips. Slowing down that breath. And then wherever you are, beginning to push those hands into the mat. Tucking those back toes, lifting up back into down dog. Extend that right leg back, kick it out. And then land those toes back into down dog. Raise that left leg this time. Take the left knee to the inside of that right hand, making sure that that left foot is aiming out to the left, to the right. And then planting that back right knee and coming down. What can you release? Maybe it's a thought that keeps coming up. Acknowledge it and let it go. Maybe it's a sensation that you're feeling. Especially when we work in stretching these hips, a lot of emotions can come up. Send the breath there and let it pass. Being more patient with yourself, where you're at with your yoga, where you're at with your mind. Allowing it to just be. And then pushing hands into that mat, coming back up, tucking those back toes, and taking that left leg back. Coming back to down dog. From here, walk up or step it forward to a forward fold. Walking those feet out to mat width distance edge. So if you're at the front of your mat. And then beginning to come into a squat. Bringing hands to prayer pose at the chest. Maybe using arms to push into those legs. Knowing you can always come down to a seated position. You're still going to get a stretch there. And just breathing here for a few breaths in our yoga squat. Knowing this is doing so much for our lower body. Taking a few more breaths here. And then bringing hands down behind us. Taking a seat. Extending legs out in front. From here, we're going to cross, and I'm going to mirror you for the rest of it. We're going to cross right leg over the left and bringing it back so that right foot faces the back of you. You can stay here. If possible, see if you can wrap that left leg back around you. If not, totally okay. Stay right here. Extending arms out in front. Taking left arm over right. Taking arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Seeing if you can bring those elbows over the knees. Knowing it's perfectly okay. You're going to get an amazing stretch if you're not holding at all. And if that leg is extended, that left leg out front, you can still do those eagle arms and see if you can hold or just stay seated. Breathing wherever you are. And we're working so much in this pose. Our legs all twisted like this in Gomukhasana is a deep stretch for our hips and glutes. When we twist into these eagle arms, we're working those shoulders. And we are breathing the entire time. Allowing that belly to touch the thighs if possible. Allowing it to fall back into the spine as you exhale. Taking just a few more breaths here. And then wherever you're at, slowly start to come up. Unwind those arms. Roll the shoulders back. Roll them forward. And then uncross those legs. Have the knees bent in front of you, and maybe take those knees from side to side and to wet. Before we go and balance that out, we're going to extend legs wide, flexing the feet. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at those hips, and then fold forward. Knowing you can always bring hands behind you to push yourself forward. Seeing where you can possibly bind. Holding on to the legs, holding on to the toes. Knowing I can't get very far forward, but seeing how far forward you can get. Breathing here. Checking in with maybe a body scan, seeing where you're feeling this most. Is it in that low back? Is it in the backs of those legs? Is it in the hips and glutes? Is it all of them? Just acknowledge it. Send the breath to where you need it, and then move forward. Allowing that chest and belly to expand as you breathe in. Allowing them to fall back as you exhale. Always coming back to this breath. Taking just a few more breaths. And then inhale it back forward or back to seated. Bring those legs back together so they're out in front of you. And this time, we're going to take that left leg over the right. So that left foot is aiming behind you. Seeing again, each side is different. Maybe one side you can wrap that leg around. Maybe one side you can't. Then extending arms out in front. Crossing right over left this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold if you can. Always checking in with your body and listening to where your edge is. Your edge can be sitting right here. Your edge can be right here. Knowing we're all built differently, we're not going to all be able to get to where our neighbor or anyone else is. Honor your body. So many times we overextend ourselves, and we don't want to do that in yoga. Do what you need to do for yourself. And breathe here. And just a few more breaths. And then coming up, unwinding those arms, rolling those shoulders back, rolling those shoulders forward. Then unwinding those legs, bringing those knees bent out in front and adding wiper space. From here, extending legs straight in front. Flex the feet. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at those hips and then fold forward. And again, you can always bring hands back and push yourself forward if you find that has more ease. Just another low back stretch. Working back into the backs of those legs again. Breathing here. And then inhale, coming back up. Take those hands behind, point those toes down, lift the hips and feet up. Exhale, bring it down. From here, we're going to bend those knees, holding onto the backs of the thighs or arms out long on the sides of the legs. Slowly coming down onto our mat, one vertebra at a time. Then extending those legs long. Inhale, bring the knees to the chest. Pause the hips. Knee roll and back. When ready, extending arms out to a T or cactus arms, depending on how much room you have or if. And then allow those knees to fall to the right. Head can stay centered or turn out to the left. Breathing here in this simple twist. Knowing that in this pose, we are working into that spine. We're massaging those internal organs. Thinking of it as a sponge. And when you squeeze that sponge, you take that all of the stuff that's in there. So when you release it, you can take it more easily. That's what our fish do. Continuing to slow the breath. Doing the hard work of our practice. And then inhale, one leg at a time, coming back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, allow those fingers to fall to the left. Head to stay centered or look out to the right. Getting up for the side. Taking one more breath here in the then bringing one knee up at a time. Hug the feet back into the in one hand. Extending legs long on that mat. Allow the legs to come out wide. Feet to go out to the side. Arms to come a few inches away from the body. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Closing the eyes as we begin to set up for our final relaxation, our Savasana. Allowing yourself to fully release. Thanking yourself for coming to your mat, for giving yourself this time, for giving yourself the patience of the poses, of your mind. As we begin to release from our toes to crown, we release through these feet, the toes and spaces between the toes, the bottoms of the feet and tops, we release through ankles, shins, and calves. Relaxing all parts of these knees. We release through the quadriceps and hamstrings and all parts of these thighs. We release through the pelvic bone and hips, allowing this lower body to ground deeper into the mat. We release through this abdomen and back, the low back, mid back, and upper back are all cradled into this mat. We release through the chest, lungs, and heart. Relaxing these hands. Releasing through the fingers and webbing between them. Releasing through the palms and tops of the hands. Relaxing the wrists and forearms. We release through all parts of these elbows. Relaxing the upper arms and shoulders. We release through the neck and head. Relaxing all facial muscles. Tongue falls to the bottom of the mouth. Lips part slightly and cheeks hollow. We relax the forehead and scalp, allowing this entire body to be grounded and cradled in this mat. We release from roots to crown. We surrender. Keeping eyes closed, we slowly begin to awaken this body, wiggling fingertips and toes, allowing wrists and ankles to rotate, gently rocking head from side to side. Then bringing toes together, knees to chest, giving yourself a hug, maybe rolling on the back. Then rolling over to the right side into a fetal position, using arms as pillows. Checking in one more time this hour with your mind, body, and heart. Checking back in with that intention you set at the beginning of practice. And checking in with your patience. Just acknowledging where it is. And keeping eyes closed, using hands to push into the floor, making your way to a comfortable seated position, bringing hands to heart in prayer pose. Finding one more thing you can release, and keeping that in mind, we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it away. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening on your mat. The light shining from me reflects the light shining from each and every one of you. Namaste.